They came, they saw, they conquered. And then they either vanished into thin air or went into witness protection. From Boxpod's Run the Tape to Obina's Weekly Show to Iko Nini's Weekend Update, these podcasts gave Kenyans the perfect cocktail of humor, news, gossip, and chaos. But here is the dollar question. Will they make a comeback? And if they do, can they bring back the magical chemistry that made us laugh, argue, and rewind episodes like addicts chasing the next fix? Let's start with Boxpod's Run the Tape.
100% inside. She said hi. Kerry, you're more of the sane one. My mom also said hi. She actually
Your mom says I'm sane?
Yeah. Compared to Box and me. So the last neighbor that you slept with, you're like, this is the last neighbor I'm sleeping with. I'm starting afresh. I'm going to another place and I won't sleep with the neighbor this time.
No, I'm going to another place to look for new neighbors.
Okay.
Yeah.
Iko Box, a veteran media personality, plus her longtime partner in crime, Kerry Martin. These two had already honed their rhythm in Kiss 100, trading banter, sarcasm, and layered jokes only the sharpest fans could catch. Then enter Joyce Maina, the delusional queen. Imagine someone confidently breaking old news as if it just happened, but laughing so hard that the whole crew joined in. That was Joyce's magic. The chemistry, perfect blend. Kwamboka steering the ship, Kerry being Kerry with his layered humor, and Joyce sprinkling chaos and
You guys are trying to set me up.
No, we ain't setting you up, girl. You know what it is. You know what it is. You're standing there with your girls, you're talking, and then a guy just comes and does for you like this from behind. Then they're like, that one is a virgin.
I used to punch them.
Till today, there are guys who think that this is how you know who's a virgin, and this is why we need sex education in Kenya. We need it right now.
But then, you know, Jamaicans learned to lock their hair from Kikuyus, it wasn't the other way around.
Fans loved it. They even hit milestone first, 100 episodes, live sessions, embarrassing stories like Kerry's legendary Asian toilet incident, and a growing cult-like fanbase. But then, plot twist. Kerry moved cities, Joyce focused on acting, and Kwamboka was left to soldier on with Lotan. The OG crew became a once-in-a-while treat instead of the main menu. Boxers are still loyal, but let's be honest. We all miss the original recipe. Next up, Obina's Weekly Show. Born from the Obina's Kula Kula experiments during the COVID-19 lockdown, he wanted to keep creatives afloat when live gigs disappeared. But when Mwafreeka joined him on screen, boom! Instant fireworks. Obina played the composed anchor while Mwafreeka unleashed the wild kienyeji takes full of puns, sarcasm, and the kind of perspective you can only get from someone.
Sasa si wewe uliniambia unanitaka.
Ni wewe. Mimi nilikwambia mimi si kusema nakutaka. Yote hivi tulikuwa tunaunda deal ya kuvunja ndoa ya Ambarei. Si tulisemea kwa kamera mimi ni seduce Rapudo. Anipe mimba ndio Ambarei amwache akuje kwako. Nilikutaja wapi nakutaka. Okay. Na bado ungali na nyota ya kutafuta.
Who will call spades a spade and still be right? Fans ate it up, literally and figuratively. Their fake lovebird vibe, public display of affection, and even Obina gifting her a Nissan match. Fans were convinced they were dating. Whether scripted or real, the chemistry was undeniable. But then silence. Episodes stopped dropping. Fans demanded answers, and Kenyans did what Kenyans do best: speculate. Obina later admitted the show was discontinued due to various reasons. Translation, we may never know. Mwafreeka moved on with solo projects, while Obina tried to replicate the formula with Katelo in Zabe with Obina and Katelo. Question to you guys: what was the better combo, Obina plus Mwafreeka or Obina plus Katelo? Poll time in the comments. Iko Nini weekend update. And then there is weekend update by Iko Nini. If Boxpod was vibes and Obina shows was gossip, weekend update was controlled chaos with intellect. Originally launched with Mwafreeka and DJ Zack, then lineup finally settled on Mwafreeka, Rapture, the scientist, and Thiong'o the legend. 3 radio-hardened voices bouncing off each other, dissecting news, roasting politics, and sprinkling in raw Kenyan humor. Rapture, the raia ya kawaida, became the voice of the average Kenyan, while Mwafreeka brought the hard punchline and Ian added balance. Together, they turned podcasts into cultural town halls. But September 2025, everything collapsed. The reason? A fallout between Mwafreeka and Rapture. Different ideologies. If you want the tea, check out the earlier deep dive on that beef. For now, Iko Nini is still running interviews, but fans feel the whole left by missing humor segment. It's like the ugali without sukuma wiki and avocado. Something is off. Why they fell and lessons. So, why do these amazing podcasts start strong, hit the sweet spot of chemistry, then fizzle? The answer: life, logistics, and leadership. Life, career, relocations, acting gigs, family responsibility, that can be drawn from the Boxpod. Logistic consistency kills when the creative isn't in the same city or free at the same time. Fans notice the gap. The case of Kerry Martin's leadership and structure. Without clear visions, the disagreements blow up. Lessons: chemistry is priceless but fragile. Consistency is currency in podcasting. Diverse teams need alignment. If not, even the strongest bonds snap. So, will this podcast return to their glory days, or are we left with the memories, memes, and reruns? One thing for sure, Kenyan's podcasts are proving they can rival global shows in humor and impact. The only missing ingredient? You figure out. What do you think? Should Combox reunite with Kerry and Joyce? Should Obina call back them on Facebook? Should Mwafreeka and Rapture patch things up over Nyamachoma? Drop your thoughts below, vote in the poll, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to CelebScope, where we keep the receipts and serve them hot.